Hello, Raquel Mateus Silva for BTV. What can we expect of the match with Passos de Ferreira, knowing up ahead that in case of a victory, Benfica will jump to the top of the league? Thank you.
Yeah, I think this is a very clear situation. So I think we are in a good shape. We are doing well the last games, and the reason for that is that we always try to be very focused, that we try to prepare the games as good as possible, and so that's also the task for tomorrow. So I think it's only 2 days between, but at the end that's the schedule we have the whole season, so we have to be ready tomorrow again, and we play at home. And of course I think we don't look right now the beginning of the season on the ranking, so step by step we want to improve our situation, and tomorrow at home of course we want to have the 3 points, and we want to play good football.
Hello, Mr. Schmidt, Artur Teixeira from Sport TV. For what you know about the Portuguese League, are you surprised with the results of Porto and Sporting in this weekend?
I'm surprised about the quality of the Portuguese League, to be honest. So I think it's obviously so. There are three teams who promoted to first division, with Rio Ave and Chavez and Casapia, and we already played against Casapia. It was a very difficult game. They only conceded 1 goal in 3 matches, so they showed their quality. And then the weekend with the 2 wins of Chavez and also Rio Ave showed that against Sporting and Porto, so that showed there's a lot of quality in the league. Also against Boa Vista was a difficult game for us, so I think it shows that there's a really good competition in the Portuguese league, and so that gives us always also the right attitude for our next match, because it's very important that we never underestimate any match. So I think we are aware of that, and so I'm more surprised not about the results, more about the performance also of the teams who are new in the league, who are not maybe counting to the top teams of the league.
Rui Miguel Guimarães, SIC TV. What can you tell us about the transfer window, which is about to be closed? About Kamada, is a player who has been associated to Benfica. Would you like to have Kamada in Benfica squad?
Yeah, you know me already a little bit, so I will never talk about any rumors. So I think, yeah, like you said, so now if the transfer window is 3 days more open, now all the teams in Europe, they try to improve their squad. Maybe on the last day they will happen more than maybe the last 3 months, so we will see. We also try to make some good moves with players, but that's something in the background. I think we already have a very good team, and so we're playing well, and of course you always can think about a few adjustments. I think I only talked once about a player, and that was about Ricardo Horta at the beginning of my first press conference, because this situation was very clear. It was public that Braga want to sell him. It was public that we want to get him because he's a very good player, and yeah, he's still a good player, and the transfer market is still open. So we will see what happens the next 2 days.
David Marques, Mais Futebol e CNN. Tomorrow's match will be the third in 10 days for Benfica. Is this game against a team of the bottom of the league a good opportunity to give some rest to some players?
Yeah, we will see. So I think the upcoming weeks, for sure, we need the whole squad. At the beginning of the season, I preferred to start a lot of times with the same starting 11, because in my opinion they deserved it, and the goal was also that they get used to each other, that we get a good familiar situation on the pitch, tactical wise, and also in the connection. And then I made my substitutions during the match, and yeah, of course at one point we will also change this approach, but at the moment I haven't done my decisions for tomorrow yet. Each match is a new a new challenge. I have to wait for the data of the players, if they are recovered or not, and then we make our last decisions. That we need all the players to win games. We saw it also on last Saturday, in my opinion, the players who came in, Peter, Diogo, and Alex Bade did it very well. So they brought in really fresh energy, a lot of power. Peter was involved in 2 goals, so that's exactly what we need. The players, they show that they are in a good condition, and of course they also can play from the start. Not only these 3 players, also other players in the squad. But for me, it's not a rule. Like now is the moment to give other players in the starting 11 the chance. It is always a decision for the upcoming match.
Hello, Mr. Sérgio Lopes for Portuguese news agency Lusa. I'd like you to think again about the fact that Porto and Sporting lost this weekend, and my question is if this makes Benfica at the moment the strongest contender among the 3 historical candidates.
It's very difficult to say. In the moment, to be honest, I'm very focused on each match. So we only played 3 matches this season, so it's less than the beginning. So I think it's a long season, and I think if you want to fight for the title, you have to be reliable on top level, and we try to become reliable, especially tactical-wise, because that's always the fundament to win games. At the moment, we are doing well, and we have to focus on ourselves. We will not look to other teams. So tomorrow is a game. We need the top performance. Then the probability to win is high, and that's our focus at the moment. So I think it's too early to talk about if we are the strongest or not, or is another team the strongest. I think for me, it's not. It's more for you. You can make these discussions in the media, but for me at the moment, there's no thought, no space in my head to think about that.
Hello, Mr. Paulo Alves from Sports Newspaper Bola. I want to ask you about Enzo Fernandez and Florentino are in great form in this moment. It will be more difficult for Ausnes to put him in the team, or they can play all the three in the same starting 11?
Yeah, first of all, we are very happy that Frederick is here, that he joined Benfica. I think he's a very good player for us, because when I talk about reliability and team player, so he's exactly this kind of player. Like you said, so in my opinion, Enzo and Tino, they're doing very well at the moment, so they found a very good relationship also to do things together on this position against the ball in the pressing, but also with the ball. In my opinion, they are very smart in positioning and supporting the center backs and the full backs. So yeah, of course, there's a big advantage for them that they are used to each other. They played now almost all the matches always from the start. But yeah, like I said, we cannot play with 11 players the whole season. So there's enough space for all the other players, and also for Fredrik will become a very important player for us.
Hi, Roger. Rafael Godinho, CMTV. Enzo Fernandez has been in great form this early season. In England, there are already news about the interest from Manchester City. Are you afraid of losing Enzo after the World Cup?
No, I'm not afraid. I think Enzo feels very well here at Benfica. I think it's the perfect spot for him to develop. He's a very good player, a great person, very focused, very professional. I think he knows exactly what he is doing, and also his step to Benfica was a clear idea of him. So I think everything came together at the right moment, and I think he will stay hopefully long enough here at Benfica that we can enjoy him for a longer period. I think a half year is not enough.
Está terminada a conferência de Roger Schmidt aqui no Benfica Campus, falando sobre o jogo. Roger Schmidt garantiu que vai ser um grande jogo, apesar dos 2 dias apenas